Okay, the work is never done. Now I'm trying to get rid of the weeds. The rabbit loves everything, just about everything in the garden, except for the weeds. So that's the one thing I do have to get rid of. We were pulling them, and it just becomes too big of a task. So just gonna weed them real quick. A couple things I do want to point out. If you look right down there, I'm holding it up so I can't point. That little things, those two little thorns, kind of look like thorns, but not really. They are roots. So once those take root, if the plant gets cut back here, then this rest of the plant won't die. And now I need help. I can't figure out this plant. It's not producing, it's dying. I can't figure out what's wrong with it. Granted, the rabbit did get a couple of the squash that are on it, the pumpkin sized squash. This is an Iran squash, and it's basically dying. Some part of it's dying, part of it has nice lush green leaves growing in. So if anyone could help me with this, I'd really appreciate it. We've had so many problems, and honestly, I'm counting this garden, summer garden anyway, as a loss, writing it off. I would like to know what's going on with this Iran squash with Seymour. Yeah, help me out. If you have any ideas, please let me know. I'm open to any suggestion right now. And it hasn't been a complete loss. We have gotten some tomatoes out of the garden, got a few eggplants. Kim has gotten some zucchini. My hand is shaking. Oh, there's a moth right behind me. There he is. He just flew at the camera.
It's a hummingbird moth.
Yeah, it is. That is the guy. Can you see him on camera? Because he was on.
That was cool.
He was right on the display. He wasn't in front of the camera though. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I think I did get him on camera. Oh, anyway, Kim did get some zucchini out of the upper garden. We've gotten some eggplant. We've gotten a few tomatoes. Not enough for canning. Hopefully that will improve. But if you can help me out with Seymour, with the Iran squash, we're at a loss. I have no idea what's wrong with them. So, yeah, on that note, I guess I'm going to sign off. We're going to start putting down cardboard in the walkways.
Yeah.
And then probably mulch on top of that, or wood chips on top of that. And that's it. That's all I got for now.
I'm so curious about these that I want to bring a cutting board out here and cut it just to see what it is. But anyway, they're all over this plant. We've got another big one right here, nice and straight.
And that thing is huge.
Yeah, and it just got fertilized.
Oh, that little one looks like a snake.
Yeah, and I don't know why it's bending, because it's not, nothing's stopping it from going straight. I don't know how they work. So here's another one, a brand new one. Look how big it is already.
Let me get over behind you. Where are you? There you go.
but it needs to be fertilized.
Oh.
Oh, look.
Hold it up so I can get in there. Yep. Bumblebee right in.
Oh, that
While
is
you were holding it.
awesome. That is awesome. We have never seen as many bumblebees as we have this year. They've been everywhere. And if you look over there, all of the yellow blooms are arugula, which is now essentially a weed, but you can actually smell the blooms. It puts a nice perfume in the air. And the bees are just all over it. So here's a bunch of arugula. Looks like weeds. Kind of is at this point. It's growing in the walkway. I'll pull it out when it stops blooming, but I like the ability to feed the bees at this point.
Yeah.
We planted Egyptian walking onions, which are a green onion that you grow for the tops and not for the bulb at the bottom. And they grow and they instead of forming a seed head at the top, they form bulbils, like little itty bitty onions. And then when they get heavy, it drops and it roots where they drop. And that's why they're called walking. So it keeps going. And then you can have all the green onion tops you want. We planted probably 30, 35. I'm hoping that we get 10 that live, because that's probably all we need.
So is it like a strawberry that sends out a runner?
Yeah.
Same concept?
Yes, exactly. That's the same concept.
Now can you, I know it walks and takes root and you can eat the bulbs on top. Can you eat the bulbs? I mean, will it make bulbs underground as well?
Yes.
Okay.
The bulbs that form on top are what roots, and then it grows a new top.
Okay.
And you can eat the bulbils, but then you lose a plant.
Okay.
So at some point when this is full of onions, then we can eat the underneath if we want to.
Check it out. We've got some blushing tomatoes. Oh, some of them are tiny. Okay, those are not actually cherry tomatoes, even though they look like it. Hang on. I'll lift its skirt. There we go.
Do that. That's actually a diseased plant.
Right. Which we pulled a diseased plant right next to it. I don't know what's happening with that. We pulled a diseased plant right next to it. Hopefully the disease doesn't just travel all the way down. It comes uncovering them. Let's take a look. So, yeah, they're blushing too early. They're blushing while they're still small.
Well, on that one, because the plant's dying,
Right.
so it's giving all its energy to produce some tomatoes so it can reproduce, because that's what the fruit is for. So we'll pick them and I'll consider eating them, and we need to pull that plant.
So
Just like we need to pull Seymour.
we have a few blushing tomatoes, and we're gonna pull Seymour, huh?
We have to.
Okay.
There's one good plant in there, and if it's going to have any chance, we have to pull the diseased.
Right. There's one that's blushing. Oh, I thought it had a bad spot on it, but no, it looks good. Well, good. Looks like we have some tomatoes on these Romas, so I'm holding out hope.
Aha! It was a squash bug.
Did you squash him?
I squashed them. There's this one, which that one was probably 3 blooms together. You can see the amount of
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
And then that's why it's so nasty right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one that's blushing over here. And then here's another big one. That's just one.
What are the holes on the top, on this side?
That's cracking. That might be a bird.
Okay. So that's cracking because of overwatering?
If we get rain, and then when we water deep twice a week.
So why did you pick that one just now?
Because it's open and I don't want birds to find it and eat it.
Okay.
And some YouTube channel has told me that tomatoes ripen from the inside, and as long as it's blushed, you can pick it and it doesn't affect the flavor, and then you can protect it while it finishes ripening. So it's because I want it for us and not the birds.
Okay. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
How about this?
Yeah.
That's better?
Yeah.
Okay, that is weird. Good morning. We are out here. The sun is not quite up. It's starting to come up. Starting to get light. We're checking for tomato worms, or hornworms, some people call it. And the best way to do it is by black light. So they will glow in the light. We're gonna check because we did find evidence of a hornworm. Actually, we found an actual tomato worm and didn't get it on camera. Of course, it was light out. We just found it. Kim saw evidence of one and found it. Okay, didn't find any. So it was just that one. I guess we've done a great job of staying on top of it. Yeah, that's all I know. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button.